Okay, today we're going to be talking about landings. Landings are something that a lot of people don't really practice all that much on the simulator. They take off and they start flying around and start trying aerobatics, and they never really actually practice landing an airplane. And out of all the maneuvers, it's the most important because if you can do everything in the book, but if you can't land, you're not going to get your airplane home in one piece. So just some tips on landing. When you come in to land, you want to have enough room to let the airplane slow down. One big mistake a lot of people do is they come in too hot. They'll be flying along and be too high up too quick, and they'll try to kind of push the airplane down to the ground, and it'll start bouncing and bounce, bounce, bounce down the runway. What you should really focus on doing is when you take off is do a procedure turn and then come back at the runway, but chop your throttle about here. Start throttling back, let the airplane slow down, lose some altitude, and turn it, get it lined up with the runway well away. This makes it a lot easier to land because you can just add little bumps of throttle, a little bump, bump there, and you just keep adding little bumps of throttle to keep the airplane flying. And then when you're ready for it to land, you just simply let off the throttle, add a little up elevator, and set it down on the runway. So that's the main thing you have to remember is if you are landing, you want to give yourself enough time to think about it. The other thing that you really should focus on landing is getting straight with the runway, and this can be very deceiving orientation-wise. It'll feel like you actually are turning way past the runway towards yourself. For example, I'll try to fly low here. When I turn, if I turn to get set up with the runway here, if I turn from here and bring it in, it looks like it's going to come straight down the runway, but you'll see as I fly straight, it's actually on the outside of the runway. So when you're flying, you're really going to want to come in and kind of overturn that last turn before you land. So bring it further than what feels necessary. So it feels like right now I'm behind the runway, but you'll see as I land, it actually comes and straightens itself out. So the two big things when you're landing are make sure that you give yourself enough time to slow down, let the airplane slow down, and overturn that last turn so that you'll actually get yourself lined up with the runway well back so it gives you time to think about it. And just keep practicing over and over and over again, flaring those landings, take the throttle back, let the airplane kind of glide down, and you'll get the hang for it fairly quickly.